If you struggle with accuracy on your serve, then you don't have control over the angle of your racket face, period. I hear from students all the time, hey Ian, I've got a great serve on the deuce side, I can hit it out wide, but I can't hit the tee. Or on the ad side, I can hit the tee, but I just can't hit that wide corner. And frankly, it's BS. If you can hit the ball, then you can hit any corner from anywhere on the baseline. It really doesn't make any difference. It all comes down to the angle of the racket face. I heard a great phrase recently from a golf coach, and that phrase was, the face sends it, the path bends it. The face sends it. That means where the face is pointing right at the split second of contact. This applies for golf and for tennis. The ball's only on the strings for 2/1000ths of a second. And wherever the strings are facing, that's where the ball will go. And the difference between going out wide and going down the tee is 12 degrees. A 12-degree change in the angle of the racket gives you a wide serve versus a tee serve. It doesn't matter where you are on the baseline, it doesn't matter what stance you have, how much you turn your body, wherever your strings are facing, that's where the ball is going to go. And so how do we train ourselves to be able to do that? Well, the solution that beginner players use is they step up to the baseline, they bounce the ball, they take the racket back with the strings already facing the box, and then they just simply hit the ball over wherever they want it to go. And so the angle of their strings is very static. It's all aligned in the same direction. And that makes logical sense, but that's not how professional players hit the ball. They don't line the strings up and keep the racket face on plane the whole time. Instead, as they go up towards the ball, as a righty, the strings are facing straight to the left. Split seconds before contact, the strings are still facing straight to the left. At the moment of contact, their strings are facing their target, assuming they executed correctly. And then a split second after contact, their strings are typically facing straight to the right. So we have this huge swing of angle of strings, and the key is timing. Wherever the strings are facing at the split second that the ball meets the strings, that's where the ball will go. So with a continental grip, this is so tough for so many tennis players, especially starting out. A great way to practice executing this is to just stand right on top of the hash mark. Make sure that you have a continental grip. And this is counterintuitive for players because it lines the racket up someplace other than where they want the ball to go. And so learning how to turn the racket to face the target, in my opinion, is really the most critical part of accuracy. So what I'm going to do is start off right on the hash mark with a continental grip. I'm going to begin with my racket on edge, facing to the left, as I described before. I'm going to toss the ball, reach up and meet the ball. And my goal is to meet the ball with a flat, square racket face. So the ball just simply bounces softly off my racket and just goes straight down the middle of the court. So continental grip, racket on edge. I'm going to toss, reach. I'm pretty happy with that. If you can get within like a foot one way or the other of the center service line, then you pretty much nailed it. Anything outside of that, and you had a significant deviation of where your strings were facing relative to where you wanted the ball to go. And you can play around with this and say, okay, this time I want the ball. I just made 2 mistakes to the right. So this time I'm going to turn my racket and make sure my strings are angled a little bit more to the left. All right, cool. And then I'll try to split the difference and really nail it and go perfectly right in the middle. So now that you understand the fundamentals of where, or rather how, to make the ball go where you want it to go, Kevin's going to go through some drills to really help you sharpen this and hone this and turn it into an unconscious skill.
Hey ET fams, Ian did a great job of explaining exactly what you need to be doing to increase your serve's accuracy by using the edge of the racket. Now I'm going to take you through a very simple drill that'll help you work on increasing the muscle memory to make sure that you can consistently hit the ball where you want to. So this is simply called what I call the red light, green light drill. So if you ever remember red light, green light when you're a kid, this is sort of like that. So what I have set up on the other side is almost lanes. So I have like 4 different lanes. I have one over here, all the way to the left side, working my way to the right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. So this is a great drill if you want to work on placing the ball. So for this particular drill right now, I'm going to work on placing the ball down the tee. So if this is lane 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to be aiming for lane number 4, which is closest to the tee. So now we're going to work on just having the edge of my racket go up, making sure that the racket face is pointing where I want. And this is a great drill that I don't want you to really get frustrated with, because here's the deal. This takes a lot of time and patience to develop the muscle memory to hit the ball in the same spot. And what you're going to do is with each serve attempt, you're going to adjust a little bit. Just like Ian was saying, there's just 12 degrees to sending the ball from one corner to the next. So imagine the accuracy that you have to have in the feel and muscle memory in your hand to consistently hit the ball where you want. That's why I've also set these balls up here, because I'm going to use them as I go back. So I'm going to start here. I'm not going to really focus on using my legs or focus on accelerating really hard. I'm just focused on having the edge of the racket going up and meeting the ball with the correct racket face. So attempt number 1. Also, we have to have a good toss. So I want my toss. That wasn't the best toss, but you see how I was off. So all I'm going to do is go back and try it again. Okay? Each time, working on my accuracy. So the ball's going a little bit long. I'm just going to adjust a little bit. Not hitting it so hard, and I hit it in my first lane. As I get better, I'm just going to scoot back a little bit. So again, I'm a little bit off, so I'll make the adjustment in my racket face. I'm still a little bit off. So you can really see how this is going to take a lot of patience and time to work on. Let's see if I can get it again. Okay, there we go. I'm a little bit long there, but it's in the right place. So continue to work on hitting the ball and adjusting with each swing. Do a couple more so you see. Okay, getting a little bit better. And you want to work your way until you get all the way back to the baseline. Okay, warmed up. As you work your way back, make sure you're not rushing. Make sure you just simply take your time, because the point of this is working on your serve's accuracy. So if you like this, make sure you go to serveactionplan.com and you comment, like, and subscribe to get more great videos on improving your serve. Comment, click. Comment, like. There's no clicking, we've already clicked. Damn it, click, comment.
Hey guys.
Ian had a great quote that I won't mention because I keep butchering it. I know. The ball is my friend.
Created a hype machine that I no longer control. I'm a shell of myself.